Great. As you may know, we are approaching the end of the course, and this is the last section of the course, where you'll build your 10th application. This particular one is special. The special thing is not about the application itself, because every application is actually special. The special thing about this application is that you'll build this one independently. So this is in the form of a project. You have to build this from scratch. And you have learned all the skills throughout the course, so the skills that are required to build this particular application. And in this video, what I wanted to do is I want to give you a demonstration of what this application does, and then you can start building it right away after this video. Then in the next video, I'll show you the solution. So I'll show you the code on the video and explain what the code does and also the approach that I used to build the application. Well, now, I could have recorded these videos just as I did with the other 9 applications in the course, but I really wanted you to do something on your own. And that will serve you for 2 things. One is that you'll actually do something independently, and you'll learn a lot from that. And then second, you can use this as a portfolio. This is quite a nice web application. But this is tough. I mean, I would be surprised to see anyone making this work 100%, unless you're a genius. I really mean that. But you should be able to make this work, let's say at around 50%. If you make it work 50%, then you have really learned from the course. So what I mean by 50%, well, you may start somewhere and ask for help. Maybe you have an error there and you're not being able to understand it and solve it for going forward, or you just don't know what to do next. So in such scenarios, you can step in and pose a question in the Q&A area, so in the discussion area of the course. I'll say don't ask me right away. I mean, I like questions, but it's good for you to solve the problems yourself. You know, programming is hard. I mean, often all you need is a break, like a coffee or a tea, to just refresh your brain and make it think better. And then you suddenly may find yourself cracking that problem. But if that doesn't work, then I'm here to help you. Just drop a question and I respond within a day. And my recommendation now, try to start from scratch. I mean, don't look right away at the code or the lectures that we have gone through in the course. Instead of doing that, try to gather your thoughts in a sheet of paper. Write down some steps, such as step 1, make the user interface. Step 2, build a script that reads CSV data and generates an output, and then make the Flask structure, and so on. And then you go and implement these step by step. If you're stuck, then it's perfectly okay to look at the resources. I do it all the time. So, now, what is this application? Well, this is a Flask application that expects from the user a CSV file, which should have at least a column named address. For example, here is a CSV file. And you can see that we have an address column in there, so the user should have a column called address, so named address in there, either with a lower or uppercase A, it doesn't matter. So you should build your application to recognize both address with a lowercase a and address with uppercase A. Now the user can upload such file using the choose file button in here. And you can see that supermarkets was uploaded in there. And once the user uploads that file, they'll press submit. And this table shows up. So once the user uploads such a file, the backend of your application, so the Python script, will read that file and it will add a latitude and a longitude column, which are calculated out of the address column. So we're talking about geocoding, and you know how to do geocoding. You learned that in the course, in the pandas section. And as you see, the result table is displayed on the web page once the user presses the submit button. And you can see the 2 columns in there. And lastly, you also want to allow the user to download the CSV version, so a file that contains this data. And therefore you need to display a download button here, as I did. So once the user presses download, a file is downloaded. Yeah, this is a file. We also have some empty cells in there because Python was not able, so the geocoding service was not able to geocode this address to latitude and longitude. So yeah, you need to count for that and just pass some non-values to those cells. Now soon you may run into problems such as, if the user uploads some other file, so let's change this to add instead of address, and I'll save this. So I don't have an address column in that file anymore. Let me upload it again, like that, submit. And in this case you want to show a message there saying that please make sure you have an address column in your CSV file or something like that. So you don't want the program to crash to show a Flask error in there. So yeah, you need to try and accept some errors in there. And yeah, that's it. At that point you have built a geocoding service. I hope I was clear with the explanations, but if you have questions, please ask them. I wish you good luck with this project. It will be tough but fun, and it's all about persistence, so if you commit to doing it, you'll do it. The next video is dangerous because I'll show you the solution in there, so please watch it as a last resort, or watch it to compare your finished application with mine. And also, when you compare your solution with my solution, don't expect them to be the same. They will never be. I mean, there are different ways to make an application, and mine can be better than yours or the other way around. So please keep that in mind. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed my course. I'd also appreciate if you left a review. I do look at all the reviews and I appreciate them a lot. So yeah, thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you later.